Hello, YouTube. I'm on here to speak to the rappers in hip hop. I know that they say that it's freedom of speech, but that's not freedom. That's not freedom. For decades, death and destruction has been selling in hip hop. Death and destruction. That's all hip hop has been about. Death and destruction since 1996. Death and destruction. The rappers in hip hop try to say that is freedom of speech. That's not freedom. What you what you rapping about? That ain't no freedom. That ain't freedom. That is not freedom. So death and destruction. Death and destruction. That's all it is. Death and destruction. Okay, they got money, they got cars, they got clothes, they got rich off of death and destruction. It's death and destruction. That's what they rapping about. Death and destruction in hip hop. And it's deeper than rap, it's deeper than music. The lyrical, the lyrical content, the message in hip hop lyrical content is full of death and destruction. That's what hip hop has turned into. Proverbs 27:20 says, death and destruction are never satisfied, neither are the human eyes. The rappers in hip hop, I'm talking to the rappers in hip hop, the rappers from the 90s to the rappers from today. It's the same message. Death and destruction. It don't matter how much money, how much fame they got. It's death and destruction. That's all they rap about. It don't matter how many millions of dollars you got. It's empty. Death and destruction. That's what y'all rap about. And the people that's listening to it are being deceived. Death and destruction. That's all they've been rapping about. For the last 28 years, that's all hip hop has been about. Death and destruction. Ain't nothing but death and destruction. That's all they rap about out their mouth. And they try to justify death and destruction. The lyrics that I have heard in hip hop over the decade that I used to jam to, man, that was death and destruction. Man, I was being hypnotized back in the 90s. I didn't know what I was listening to. I thought I was jamming, but I wasn't. Death and destruction. It don't matter how many millions or how much money they got. They giving death and destruction to the audience, and that's empty. Even the Bible says in Proverbs 18:21 about the tongue. About the tongue, the Bible talks a lot about the tongue. This is deeper than rap. This is deeper than music. This is about the lyrical content hip hop. The tongue has the power of life and death. See, Jesus' words bring life. John 6:63. His words bring life, but the flesh, it profits nothing. I'm not talking about the flesh, about your body. I'm talking about the flesh, the natural nature. So the message in hip hop lyrical content, death and destruction. And I'm praying for all the rappers in hip hop who are glorifying death and destruction and trying to justify it. What y'all rapping about is not helping nobody. That's not keeping it real. Jesus Christ keeps it real. Death and destruction in hip hop. That's what the message is about. And people are in love with death and destruction. The tongue has the power of life. See, here go life right here. This is life. God's words bring life. John 6:63. His words are life. His words are life. What y'all speaking ain't got no life in it. It has no life in it. It don't matter how much money and fame you got. That's not freedom. Bragging on criminal activity, promoting death and destruction in hip hop is not freedom of speech. Promoting death and destruction in hip hop is not freedom of speech. That's not freedom. I'm gonna come back and share that. Bye bye.